Have you ever thought about your business as a machine that you can just add fuel to and just keeps on giving? I want to teach you today how to map out your business machine so that you have a lot of clarity about where money is coming in, where the marketing funnel is, how people find you, so that you have confidence and you know that what you're offering is serving up your dream people. Welcome again to the Novice No Rest for the Movie podcast. Before I get going, I'm actually got a pen and a piece of paper. So if you are listening, you might want to, when I say, if you're listening on Spotify, you can flip between video and audio really easily, but you might want to go and watch it on YouTube just so that you can see what I'm showing you. But don't worry, if you're just listening, I'm still going to serve up stuff and you don't have to see, it just benefits for you. You might be quite a visual learner, so this is going to support you. So before I get going, I am on a mission to grow this podcast. So please, anybody that you know that is running a business, please go and share this episode with them, as well as make sure you're subscribing and following. It means so much to me to help as many people as possible. And don't forget, the doors are now open to join the Biz Boost in February. I'm forgetting what day it is. February the 11th, 3 days with me to support you to get to those 5K profit months, getting bigger results in less time. This is not about the hustle and the overwhelm. This is about doing things smarter and feeling good about it. 3 days with me is £10. The link is in the show notes. Okay, so mapping out your business. We're going to start with the very top. How do people find you? Now, so this is very similar to a marketing funnel, by the way, the marketing machine, but I want you to think about where you're getting them into. Going back to what I'm going to next episode is all about pricing ladder, but this leans into the price ladder and why it's important. But I want you to have in your head a real clear idea of what your machine looks like. Okay, so the first step, I'm just going to use mine as an example. The first step, people find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and the podcast. Oh, and SEO. So right at the top of my funnel, let me just show you. Right at the top of the funnel, we've got Instagram, podcast, SEO, and LinkedIn. I would say the majority of people find me on Instagram, but also SEO. Okay, so that is how people find me. That's how people come in the top. I'm looking up there because this is obviously where I've got my funnel. I've got my machine right there, but I thought it was more useful for people to actually see me do it. Also, I do guest experts. I'm already thinking this pen is too thick and I'm going to run out of room. I do guest experts and interviewing and speaking. So that's about my visibility. So what we call this bit is the traffic. Where is the traffic coming from for people to find you? It's like footfall. Imagining your business is a shop on a high street. People are walking past. But with an online business, we sort of have to get them to come past. I do apologise. That's just scared me. I don't know if you heard that. The pigeons are in force. It's that time of the year and they keep going onto my roof where I've got my, not peephole, what is it? Oh my goodness. It's going mad up there. That must be, oh no, I know what it is. It's not a pigeon. It's my husband coming home. His motorbike is next door. Oh, thank God. I thought it was a fox killing a pigeon. It's just him locking the back door. Anyway, okay. So that's the traffic. You know what's going to happen next? He's going to come here and come to the window, isn't he? All fun and games. So the next thing, when people find me, how can I grab them in for a lovely big cuddle? And so that they come into my list builders, or you have list builders or lead magnets. Now my husband has set off his motorbike alarm and he's turned it off. So list builders or lead magnets. I flip between the two names Now, if you are a product-based business, that might be a 10% off code, or what I really love and what worked really well with Vivid Wire was having like it was like a secret club. The VIPs got first access to collections and little offers. Like if they made an order over the weekend, I'd give them a little free gift. So I sort of treated them like my best customers, and they got a little bit extra. And when I then introduced a 10% discount, I didn't get that as many loyal subscribers. So the thing with now when I'm doing service based, I do provide a lot of value up front, and then I provide an extra value in the emails. Like I do give a lot more knowledge and understanding or value, stuff that they can implement in their business, things that are going to change their thoughts and help them to take action. And that's in the email. So though they come in through those list builders, or they come in through an offer, or, a way for them to get that early access to things, it supports you to bring them into the fold, bring them in for a cuddle and nurture them and allow them to get to know you even better. So where in your business does that happen? So we've got the lead magnets and the list builders. Now, and then they go into my mailing list. I'm just going to add that in. Now, the thing with Instagram, and what I love about Instagram, is there are some people that I have very brilliant conversations with in the DMs that aren't on my email list yet. I try to encourage them to go to my emails because they're missing out because they're brilliant. But we've got to remember that there is a lot of nurturing that can happen in the Instagram DMs or LinkedIn or whatever. Okay, so this is what my business machine looks like so far. I don't have enough room for the rest. I knew this was going to happen. I need to change pen to a smaller pen. So this is what we call the list, I suppose, list builders. If you don't have a mailing list, please get one right now. I highly recommend Kit. It used to be called ConvertKit. I really like that as a platform. I prefer it to MailerLite and MailChimp, though MailerLite is a second favourite. I've also heard Flowdesk is very good. So you can also get them with your website as well. So this is what we're looking at so far. All right. Now, depending on what lead magnet for me they come into, this is so for service based, you can decide to tweak your machine in a different way. Now, I'm going to focus on one income stream, and that's the Vivid Business Club. And the reason why I'm going to focus on one income stream is because you might be new to this and this might overwhelm you. We need to just start in one place, okay? I have 3 main pillars or things that I help people with: building their business, productivity, and self-belief. Although, if you're inside the Vivid Business Club, you know that all 3 of those, and in the Dream Team Mastermind, all 3 of those come together and they accumulate and blend and weave into each other. But I do have different list builders for each of those pillars, okay? But I'm just going to focus on one and just focus on the Vivid Business Club. So people will come into my world, and usually it is one of my business list builders that they will come into the hug for, okay? So I am going to focus on my 5K checklist. It's not called that. It's got something, it's fancier than that. I'll put the link if you want it into the show notes. It's my 12 steps to 5K profit months, right? I've just put 12K checklist. So they come to the mailing list. They've got that lead magnet, that list builder. Where do they go after that? So they go to a nurturing sequence. Now, a nurturing sequence, again, your head is going to explode if you don't have this. It's one thing that I put off for so long because I was overwhelmed by it. Also, fear of success, because what if I could nurture people with emails in my sleep? So they come into a nurturing sequence, which tells a little bit about who I am, what I'm here for, what I do, how I support people, just to get them to know. Like, you don't want this metaphor of you go on a date with somebody and straight away they start talking about weddings and stuff. You're going to be a bit put off. You've got to warm them up a bit. This is part of that sequence. So they come in on that list builder. They go into a sequence where they get emails. There's about 4 emails, and they get them every other day, not overly too much in their inbox. I could even do once a week over 4 weeks if I wanted to, because they're getting the email newsletters as well. It just gives a little bit more specific backstory to what I am offering. And in those sequences, I do mention the Vivid Business Club. I say there is a wait list, and you want to be on that if you're thinking about joining, because you do get extra bonuses for being on the wait list. By the way, the Vivid Business Club wait list is open. Go and find it in the show notes. So then I will nurture and speak about the Vivid Business Club. They obviously want to grow their business. They found me using my list builder that's about growing their business. So maybe they don't want to, maybe they're doing it on their own. Maybe they want to join a really amazing membership where you don't have to do it on their own. They get access to a business coach. And I'm self-belief in business, but they get access to a business coach. They get access one-to-one with the impact calls. They get access in 4 times a month. We do in-person stuff once a week to make sure that you're never feeling on your own. It's just an hour, but it's just so much gold in that hour, as well as access to a full course called the Warrior Boss Academy. It's going to make sense, isn't it? So they go into the Vivid Business Club. Of course they're going to join. It really, like the fact that I'm almost celebrating the 3rd birthday, and I had founding warriors that have been with me for over 3 years already, because they came in with the first course that I launched 3 years ago, and they're still with me, and they've just signed up for a 4th year. Like, what? That feel amazing. It feels so good. Okay, so they go into the Vivid Business Club, and this is where maybe you think, is that where the machine ends? Is that the end goal? No, it isn't, because once they're inside the Vivid Business Club, they could do my Productivity Academy course, which is one hell of an amazing course if you want to get bigger results in less time. Maybe they have considered Dream Team Mastermind. Maybe they've considered one-to-one coaching with me. So I would say 95% of the clients I've supported inside of the Dream Team Mastermind and the one-to-one packages, my programs, have been Vivid Business Club members to start with. I think the way that we work it is that they understand what I'm about. They know what I teach. They know it takes impact, it makes impact and is effective. And then they think, what if I worked one-to-one with her? What would be the transformation then? So my dream buyer loves coming into the Vivid Business Club because really she's testing me out. She thinks that maybe I could support her on another level. And then she realizes, yes, she can. And then is willing to commit more investment. So when I speak about pricing ladder I think it's the next episode, I want you to remember this, that this is a way that I allow for so much transformation to happen with my clients and my dream buyers. And it's the same when I was with Vivid Wire. People would come into Vivid Wire and spend £10 maybe on something small that I'd made, and then save up to invest a couple of £100 on a bespoke piece of art that I've made just for them. So it helps so much to talk about price. Like, pricing ladders are transformational for your business. So that's in the next episode. I'm pretty sure it's in the next episode anyway. I need to check because I'm actually it is. Of course it is. Of course it is, because I've got a plan. Got a strategy, haven't I? Because I've got a business machine. Rah. So here you go. Productivity Academy Dream Team one-to-one. Now, the other beautiful thing is that once they've had one-to-one, sometimes then they'll come in the Dream Team and then they'll get one-to-one, or vice versa. They'll have one-to-one and then move down to the Dream Team. Potentially they've done the Productivity Academy, and because I've got the 111-day power up now, which is productivity coaching, they then can go and get one-to-one. But maybe I'm supporting them one-to-one and said, you know what? You need the Productivity Academy. Go and have a look there. Now, I haven't even included the different courses that I've got. But from this, you can see where people come in, they join, they come into the list building, they come to the list mailing list. They have that freebie, which they get so much value from. Then they come into that nurturing. I'm sequence. I'm sending them regular emails. They can see that I mean what I say and that I show up for them. They usually will join the Vivid Business Club waiting list. Join the Vivid Business Club when I open the doors. It's happening very soon. So, if you're thinking about it, get on the wait list. And then once they're inside the Vivid Business Club, I can also support them with transformation in their productivity, in the Dream Team Mastermind, as well as one-to-one programs. Now, they might come back up here into the list builders and sign up for another lead magnet, potentially the one that is to do with Productivity Academy. And they go back up there, and then they go all the way back down to the Productivity Academy. So they realise, actually, one-to-one or Dream Team, I really enjoy it, but actually I want to work more on productivity. I'm going to go and get that freebie, see what it's like. Oh, it's transformational. Or do the lessons in the Warrior Boss Academy inside the Very Business Club. Then I'm going to go and sign up for the Productivity Academy. Now, the thing that is what I'm going to add on next week the next episode, which is actually Monday. We've got bonus episodes at the moment. On Monday, when I share the pricing ladder, I'm going to put on here the prices of my things so you can see how people come through and gradually come up my business, up my pricing ladder. But the other thing that is here is my Biz Boost Bootcamp, which, as we're talking about it, might as well share it. That is starting on Tuesday, the 11th of February. And it's right there. That is the lowest price thing that I do. It's £10. I'm going to add that in now. £10. And that gives you 3 days working on your business. Day 1, we are talking about pricing ladder. Day 2, we are talking about that dream buyer avatar. I'm going to help you to create it and do the transformation map to support you to create content that actually speaks to them. And third, we are going to be talking about the 3 big rocks and how you can stay consistent with it. Those 3 rocks are your cash flow, your marketing, and your product and service development. So all of the things that help you to grow a business that gives you those 5K profit months. There you go. That's another thing. Business machine. I love it. Honestly, when I mapped that out for myself, I could see the content I could create. And from my business machine, I was able to create my marketing strategy to support it. I want you to start thinking about your business as not an extension of you, but as a machine that you are building that has nuts and bolts and areas to focus on and needs a bit of oil here and there, needs to be worked on and tweaked and loved. And all of those moving parts need to move together in order for you to grow. And this is where you want to step into that CEO personality. If you aren't taking your business seriously, no one else will, including your dream buyers. Okay? So let me know what you thought about this episode. Remember to share it wherever you can and subscribe and follow. And I will be back. You've got loads of juicy episodes from me at the moment. I'm really enjoying recording these. But the next one will be, so this is going up on the Thursday. The next one will be Monday, I think. Maybe not. It's coming out soon anyway. Just keep your eyes peeled for bonus, and they're the extra ones. All right, my love. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much for listening to the No Rest for the Vivid podcast. Written, produced and hosted by Claire Hill, and music has been composed by my brother, Phil Vick.